Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to give you an update on a few cases. One, the double murder in Westmoreland that took place yesterday. The police has now held a suspect. Two, the little baby that was shot in the head. And three, we want to talk about a double murder that took place recently, and the police has now held a suspect. That double murder took place in Kingston on Rum Lane. But first up, let's talk about the little girl. Baby Shavian Thomas, who was shot in the head in Maxfield Avenue on Sunday night. She is 7 months old rather, when gunmen barricaded the house that they lived in and opened fire indiscriminately, hitting the little baby. Her mother had already left the area, and she only came back there on Sunday because she have clinic at the Maxfield Park Health Clinic. On Monday, the gunmen came the same Sunday night and opened fire on a couple of houses in Maxfield Avenue, and little baby Shavian was hit. Now, up to yesterday when I did the story, she was in need of blood. But thank goodness we are hearing that she's recovering well, she's in high spirits, and she's moving and jumping around like normal 7-month-old child would do. We give God thanks for that, and we hope that this child will come up in society and be something positive, be a game changer in Jamaica, because at 7 months to survive a bullet to your head, God is definitely working, and God sees that it's not her time to go, and he has a purpose for her life. And for the hoodlums who did that, we hope your life will change by this incident. Well, the other incident we want to talk about is that there was a double murder on Rum Lane, Kingston recently. It left two persons were dead in that incident and 3 injured. One man has now been held by the police. And as you would imagine, and you could guess it, and you would be right, the person that was held by the police, his age is only 19 years old. These are the youngsters going around creating havoc in our society. These are the youngsters that have been running the place into chaos. And if 19 years old isn't bad, wait up for the next story for the double murder in Westmoreland. Now, 19-year-old Ronaldo Williams have been charged with by the Kingston Central Police for the gun attack on Rum Lane in Kingston recently. Williams, otherwise called Boopsy, who is from Somerset Avenue in Kingston, is charged with 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of shooting with intent, and 3 counts of illegal possession of firearm. His court date is being finalized. And as I said, you could all remember that on July 2nd, there was a double murder where Oshoy Watson, a chef of White Plate Meadows in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and 25-year-old Ian Reed of Cloverley Road, Kingston, those were the persons killed in that drive-by shooting. The police report that about 1:40 p.m., the men were sitting along the roadway when Williams and other men armed with guns approached and fired shots at them. The police were summoned and they were taken to hospital, where Watson and Reed were pronounced dead and the other 3 men admitted. So once again, as I've said, it's just a sad story to know that these youngsters, they have nothing progressive to contribute to the society. Rather, they only contribute pain, misery, and mayhem. They have this notion that these are suffering and poor ghetto youths. But a poor ghetto youth cannot afford a firearm. And if someone is supplying them with firearm, why not have the strength and the metal inside of you to say, the money that you're going to give me to carry out this act, give it to me so I can change my life, go to school, so go to some hard training school, institute, and make better of my life. But instead, these men go around, they want the weapons, and then at the end of the day, all that happens is that these men will create chaos in the communities, create problems in society. They go to prison, they enjoy their little parties that we have seen in so many video clips going around these days. They plead guilty, their sentences is slashed into half, they come back out, and they do the same thing over and over again. But, we just hope and pray that things will change in Jamaica, and will change in short order, because we cannot continue to live like this. Jamaica has descended into a place of lawlessness, and we hope at some point that we can bring it back to what it once was, where people would walk freely without fear of being killed. Well, hold on. The next story is gonna, if this story didn't open your eyes, the next one surely will. So the other story, and this one will be an eye-opener to a lot of persons. Well, not necessarily to the persons who are really following what's happening in Jamaica. It won't necessarily be an eye-opener, because you'd have known by what you have seen over the years that these are the perpetrators of crime. Now, the Westmoreland police are reporting that a 14-year-old boy has been arrested and charged with murder, while 3 other suspects are on the run. And the 14-year-old is charged for the double murder that occurred at about 3:45 a.m. yesterday in the community of Russia in Savlamar. And as you'd all recall, dead are 19-year-old Christian Brooks and 19-year-old and 22-year-old rather Anthony Godfrey, otherwise called Tansel. They were killed when gunmen opened fire at their building, which included a 2-month-old child and a 12-year-old child. Those persons, the children were not hurt, but at the end of the day, Godfrey and Brooks were killed. And the police are saying it's a 14-year-old has been held and charged, arrested and charged. So these kids, at 14-year-old, breast milk is still on his mouth. And these are the youngsters going around for fame, for money, for ego, for donship, to be a gangster. Those are the persons going around creating problems in our society, They have no respect for law and order. And some of them, when they go to school, they disrespect the teachers. They do all manner of evil. And especially down in Western Jamaica, where the lottery scamming is rife and the gangsterism life is on a all-time high. These 14-year-olds idolizes some of the gangsters who are a little bit older than them. And they are being trained to be gangsters. And this is what our society is breathing at this point. And these are the persons going around, have no respect for nobody. They have respect for no woman, no child, no elders. Their gun does the talking. And it's so sad that at 14-year-old, his life will be disrupted. I hope the police and persons who were there give evidence and the other perpetrators will be caught, the suspect that will run away. But we all know when police hold on to one and applies the pressure, the others will be caught in no time. But it's just sad that our country has gone into this state where a 19-year-old can be charged for double murder in Rum Lane and a 14-year-old charged for double murder in Westmoreland. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, stay safe, look out for a loved one, look out for a neighbor, look out for the children, and most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.